We've got flags and banners, and if you mind your manners, we might even get to standards and what they represent. So just take my voice's hand and we'll both try to understand how this Vextracurricular logic podcast could be flagged for content. Flagged for content.
What's up, Vexheads, and welcome to episode 82 of Flagged for Content. We've got returning guest Evan Dunker on this week to chat all about the practical side of flags and collecting, and hopefully to give you all some ideas of gifts to give me. I know Evan has. He's got a few in my background right here, there and there that he's given me. So if you want yours in the background, hit me up, send me a DM, whatever. I will say Evan and I did talk for a really long time on this one. So patrons will be rewarded with an extra long bonus episode, an extra long outtakes episode that I kind of rolled in with the usual extended episode bit, just to make it kind of more easily digestible for your ears. I don't know if that's anything. But if you want to check that out, again, it's a great time to do it. That is patreon.com/flagged4content, all spelled out. Speaking of the Patreon, we've got a new patron, folks, and it's a familiar name as well. It's going to be Brian Lockman. Brian, if you remember, he was on episode 60 of the show talking about the Cleveland Flag Project, which has since concluded and thankfully picked the flag that I was hoping they would, or the voters did, rather, which incidentally is now on sale at flagsforgood.com. So you can buy it over there and kind of help everyone out. It's like a win-win-win-win, I guess. Anyway, regardless of what flag you get, head on over to flagsforgood.com, our sponsor. And when you get to checkout, use code FLAGGED4CONTENT. That's 4 like the number. And you'll get 10% off. You'll kick 10% to your favorite flag podcast. And it's, again, win, or whatever I said. I wanted to give another special shout out to Flags for Good. Like, in all earnesty, they have made it, Michael specifically and Flags for Good in general, have been a great sponsor this whole run. And they have ensured that I get to go to ICV this year, the International Flag Conference in Paris, which is going to be very cool as someone who speaks French and hasn't been in a minute. As a sincere, heartfelt thank you to Flags for Good, y'all. Find you a sponsor that looks at you the way Flags for Good does at Flagged for Content, because you can't lose if you do. But that is enough for this intro. Join me back here in a couple weeks to talk all about rubber, leather, and bears, ? But for now, let's dive on into episode 82. Folks, we have a returning all-star with us this week. You know him from knowing every flag he comes across. You know him from not knowing how to store all the flags he's collected. And I know him as a great gift giver, including this very shirt. It's Evan Dunker! What's up, Evan?
Not much.
Speaking of, for the listeners, I am wearing a Lincoln, Nebraska shirt with the beautiful Art Deco flag on it that Evan gifted me when he was in Chattanooga last time.
Yep.
And Evan, for the listeners, is wearing a Tennessee shirt, which we did not plan, but kind of worked out.
Yeah. Just woke. I was like, what shirt should I wear? You know what? I like the Tennessee one. Let's do it.
Oh, right. I also have a thing today that relates to this.
Yeah. And he just messaged me like, oh, yeah, I have that Lincoln City flag shirt that you got me. It's like, oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah. It works perfectly. I got yours. You got mine. We are copacetic here. I was going to say, speaking of Tennessee, what beverage are you drinking while we have this one? I need to get back into asking my guests that.
Yeah. Well, I have two. I have water. I'm not going to say what brand because they need to pay me.
Oh, yeah.
And then in my Tennessee whiskey mug.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't show you that earlier. I
Yeah,
got
I
it in
didn't see that.
Nashville. Yeah, it was at
So
the market just by the state capitol.
nice,
I got
nice.
old number 7, just the original.
Yeah, you are being like, if anyone just like dropped in on this podcast at this exact moment, they would be like, all right, well, clearly, if either one of them is from Tennessee, it's that guy with the shirt. Like,
Yeah, no,
this
I'm
other
from
guy's
Lincoln,
from like
Nebraska.
Georgia or Nebraska or something. But anyway,
Yeah, I'm about as Yankee as you can get.
fair enough. We have got to get to what's on the flagpole today. Or else we're probably just going to talk forever like we did before we started recording. Anyway, for the Vex heads, for the listeners and viewers, here is what that is. We've got our usual over and underrated flags. We're going to talk collecting, storing, organizing, and what all that looks like when you move locations, because that can get tricky. We're going to chat a little bit about some flag repair and what to do when you make a little oopsie. And we've got a little rebuttal from a Nebraskan to Kansan Annie Platoff a couple episodes ago, RE Sports Flags. But Evan, before I get more tongue-tied and before we get into any of that, I adore asking my guests, what is one of your favorite flags?
And that's the weird one. You actually have it. It's Georgia 1920.
Oh my god! Oh, this one right here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Almost like
another
you
unplanned
coordinated
thing. Okay, all right. So tell me about the Georgia 1920 flag. Also, keeping in mind the listeners, if you want to break down the design.
Okay, so for the listeners, pretty much imagine the current Georgia flag, the 2003 version, has the same bars on it, same colors and everything, but on the hoist, the blue circle that's mostly in the canton, well, isn't a canton, now goes the entire height of the flag, and the state seal, the entire state seal in white is charged pretty much in the center.
Yeah.
Of the the blue ball.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, similar to actually, let's break this down. So what does this one, because it is very, I mean, I would say pretty similar to the current Georgia flag. It's just that blue goes all the way down. Well, and a couple things, but what about this one does it for you more so than the other ones, or yeah, why you single this one out?
Mostly because when I was actually like still kind of younger, I guess, into collecting flags and all that stuff, I didn't realize that pretty much every state, I think there's only like I know Nebraska doesn't technically have another state flag before our current one, but a lot of them have historical and old state flags.
Right.
And that was one of the first ones that I actually stumbled upon. I think it was on Wikipedia. Just looking through. Yeah, I was just looking through it, just like, have you seen these old state flags? Like timeline of state flags or something like that. I just went, wait, what? Yeah. There's more than what they currently have. And I started looking like, okay. And then Georgia became, and is so far, because of certain circumstances, the only state that I have every single former state flag of. All the way back to, I think it's like 1879 was their first official one.
Right. I am constantly aware that my keyboard is loud as hell when I'm on the podcast while I'm typing. But let's see
if I can remember. So they pretty much up to 56, they had that same red, white, red bar design. They just changed the coat of arms pretty much. Or I think it was like, I think it was the 1920 to 1956 one was like more elegant, I guess, more like.
Yeah,
I don't know what the word would be for that, but they've changed it they haven't really changed it, but they've changed it. If that makes any sense.
It's one of those things. It seems like they've mostly just changed what's on the fly side in the blue stripe. First one, at least that I'm seeing on Wiki, is like there's nothing there. It's just the blue. And then there's one where it's got like a simplified, I guess, version of the seal where it's just like in yellow kind of. One where it's like a way overdone version of that. And then I think you're right in that they kind of like I don't know, like split the difference between those almost. I mean, obviously it's restylized into a circle and that, but yeah. It's definitely an upgrade over the two previous, and I don't know. I kind of like the 1879 to 1902 one, like in its simplicity.
Yeah, that one is. I don't mind it, but at the same time, it's one of those like it really doesn't scream anything that's Georgia.
Right. Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I remember like the way that I came across mine, like this one in the background right here. My friend Chelsea, shout out Chelsea Mertens, who knows I love flags. Obviously, she knows me, so she knows that. She like came across it at like a thrift store, and for like crazy, like under $5, I think. And thought of me and was like, and got it, gave it to me, and I was like, oh cool, like the flag of Georgia, like I don't have this one yet. And I didn't even like, it took me an embarrassingly long time to be like, oh, this isn't the current flag of Georgia. This was only their flag for 36 years, like,
yeah,
and long before I was born. But like, I don't know why it didn't. I live on the Georgia state line, more or less, so like I should know better. But when I saw this flag, and not just the fact that it says state of Georgia in the seal, it just rang as like, oh yeah, Georgia, cool. I like almost didn't have a second thought about it until the second, like I took a re-look-see at it, I guess. But yeah, it is very interesting. So you have all the Georgia flags?
Yeah.
Do you have the one that like red one? Do you have?
I don't know.
It was like de facto, it says. Yeah.
Give me a sec. Actually, I think I have the blue version of it. I think that's this one. Yeah. This one, this is the closest one I have to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one like right next to. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the de facto one. I don't really ever fly it because I only like really using official ones.
Yeah, sure.
It's one of my OCD things. That's just I like that more.
Myself and most of our listeners and viewers can relate to that.
I have the People's Flag of Milwaukee. I don't really fly it much. I probably should though. Yeah.
Do you also have the Georgia state flag, the 2001-03 one? That's like on the blue.
Yeah,
that's the exact reaction. That like
and the thing though, the funny thing that I noticed about it pretty easily, and I actually have a puzzle with it right there, is that if you look, you can see the 1956 one on there.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, right in the middle.
I wonder if one of the legislatures or one of the members of the time just went, I'm just going to stick this right here as kind of a finger to those that don't like it.
Probably. I mean,
honestly,
it is right in the middle as well. So, or the middle of that, like, it's not just that there's flags on a flag. Those flags themselves are on a banner.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm calling it.
It was a rushed. It was very much a rushed one. That's like, we need to get a new state flag approved here.
Yeah.
What makes us Georgia? Our seal, being the fourth state of America, racism. Sure. Why?
Have you like on this? Okay. Have you seen do you know the flag of Trenton, Georgia?
I have it.
You have it? Okay. Was going to be the next thing I asked, because like as a collector of Georgia state flags,
I have it just because it actually was adopted in 2001, the same year that Georgia changed their flag.
Yeah. So do you want to give a brief rundown of like why, or I can, but or I mean, start with like what the description, like what it looks like too.
Okay, so let's see if I can even remember. It's the 1956 Georgia flag, except the seal of Georgia is replaced with the seal of the city of Trenton.
Kind of.
No, it is. It just has City of Trenton incorporated. Yeah.
Yep. It's the same. because like Georgia, like the state was like, hey, like everyone, we're all flying the new Georgia flag, the one without the it's not the stars and bars, but people colloquially know
Confederate
the
battle
X.
flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like any city that that doesn't want to change is not going to get state funding for X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And so Trenton was like, well, we'll change to the new state flag, but we're also going to keep the current one, just write City of Trenton Incorporated 1854 and like just get around it. Like, but it's such a goofy loophole. Like
it's one of those that when we were down in Tennessee in that area and went to
Trenton is like it's part of like Chattanooga's Georgia, as we call it. Like,
that was the thing, is the original plan was to go through Trenton.
Yeah.
Just
I went to Trenton on accident.
Like Alabama as well, and say I've been to Alabama. But it didn't work out because of timing. We spent a little bit longer at Chickamauga because I'm a huge Civil War nut. And then we had to get up to Lynchburg, where I got this shirt and the Jack Daniels stuff.
And we spent a bit of time at lunch.
we spent a little, it was a little bit longer than I thought. The food took a little bit.
Yeah.
And us just bullshitting. So,
but yeah, no, I found myself in Trenton like almost by accident, like a few weekends ago. Sometimes Katie and I just like to drive, and we had driven, like we were up on Lookout Mountain and everything, which you'll know from Civil War stuff, and just like kind of kept going into Georgia, and we're like, oh, Trenton's like 2 miles, should we like pop through there for dinner? And we didn't end up getting dinner there because there was like nothing open. It's a small town that closes early, but we did go through. I didn't see the flag, unfortunately, and I made a point to go look.
Yeah,
like the courthouse is there and everything, but
I believe when I looked on Google Maps, because I made sure that they actually had it displayed and flying. Yeah, that they had it, I believe, up at the courthouse or up at at City Hall, something like that.
Yeah.
And then I it's just another reason I have to get back down there.
Yeah, absolutely. And let me know when you do, of course. All right. We've covered that one thoroughly, I think. So, do we want to go into over or underrated? I'll let you pick.
Let's see. I actually have both of them in my background.
Yeah, I was going to say. I did
leave for one of them too. Let's do overrated. Just because. And it's this flag. Let's see, right there. It's Ohio.
Yes.
And it's the same reason as I had for those that listened to the previous episode with me on with Nepal. It's so overflown and so overchosen.
That's a fun little, okay, so just like backtracking a little bit, one of my early-ish episodes called like Oops All Ohio with my friend Nick Page, he came on and he was like, all right, Andy, I need you to tell me like a flag that comes to like 2 points at the end that is red, white, and blue, contains like this element, that element, blah, blah, blah. And he was wanting me to say Ohio, but I sneakily said Nepal. And he was like, well, you ruined my joke, but yes. Because it checks like at least all the same boxes that he had as far as, colors. Obviously the shape's different, but it comes to 2 points, things like that. So between Nepal and Ohio, there's something going on that people either do or don't like both. But like, so what is it about Ohio to you that's overrated anyway?
It's flown everywhere. A little bit of it as well is just with Ohio State University with their football team.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Buckeyes. I'm a Big Ten man myself. I love you. If it's you versus pretty much any SEC team, I'll root for you.
No.
Because I root for the Big Ten. Sorry.
Go Vols.
Oh, no, he hasn't. Dang it.
Yeah, I got it right behind me here. Thanks, Flags, for good.
I could probably get on their good side just by saying 2 letters, and they know which 2 letters, and they would reply with the correct one. I go OH, and they will definitely go IO. I know they will, because I've seen Ohio State fans.
Oh my God!
It's Ohio State. It's not the Ohio State. It's just Ohio State.
Yeah, cut it out with that.
I understand you like that, but just shut up.
My dad's side of the family is from Ohio, and like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of them went to Ohio State. So I got to
Yeah.
hear a lot of that growing up. But then once the Vols won the national championship in, what was it, 98, they shut up a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
90, yeah.
It's 98. Yeah. Because 97, Nebraska won it. 96, let's see, 96 was Florida State. And then 94, 95, Nebraska defeated Peyton Manning's Vols in the Orange Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually
yeah, it is wild that like the national championship we won was right after Peyton left.
Yeah,
with T. Martin, who works in like, financial consulting now or something.
Yeah, that honestly, that's the one thing that kind of, I don't know if it kind of just doesn't really piss me off, but just kind of more interesting to me is that Peyton never got his national ring. He got a Super Bowl, he got a couple Super Bowl rings, but he never got a national ring for the Vols.
Nope.
Which is just really interesting.
It's
so it was 90. I'm trying to remember what year it was. I think it was 90. Yeah, it'd been 95.
Mm-hmm.
94. Either, yeah, it'd been 94 or 97. That there was, Grandpa and Mom have told me multiple times that there was at one point we were beating the ever living shit out of Florida, and we were sacking their quarterback so many times that he would throw the ball and instantly duck because he knew our linemen were coming for him and going to take off head.
That's one thing we have in common: hatred for Florida. But
yeah,
anyway,
I'll root for Florida State just because they're the Seminoles and I'm Cherokee. That's it.
It's close
That's
enough.
the only reason I root for them.
Fair.
The same with the Utes. I'll root for Utah Utes just because they're a Native American team.
Chicago Blackhawks.
Big not fan? Really into hockey.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
from
Nebraska.
Not going to go down the whole
hockey much. We do baseball and football and occasionally getting passed out drunk because there's really nothing else to do much.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's it's wild that we're known more for moonshine, like corn liquor, when y'all are nothing but corn, at least from what I imagine.
It's
Although I'm sure there's a bit of that.
Yeah. There's a lot of corn and a lot of soy.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much a lot of ethanol gas comes from Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois.
Right on. Okay, so the Ohio flag, overrated.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I mean, like, that one comes up a lot as overrated. So I think we've probably touched on most of it. But I'm more excited to hear about your underrated, which was a flag that until you sent it to me, and spoiler alert, now I see it on your screen, I was not at all familiar with. So what's that underrated?
It's a flag of Milford, Nebraska, which they actually adopted in 2019.
Okay, so yeah,
so it was within my lifetime. It was one of those that I didn't even really know that they had, and then that's the flag. Yeah, it's a very beautiful flag. It's one that you don't see purple on it. You don't see purple on flags much, and that's actually one of the reasons I really love it is because of the purple.
Yeah, you probably know what I'm about to say, but the colors on it are very interesting because it's straight up just the colors from the ace flag, like the asexuality pride flag.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, I don't know if the purple, okay, so it does have the addition of like the gold or the yellow. And obviously the elements are different, styles different, but like the first time, like when it first popped up, well, on my computer screen, when we were planning for the episode, I was like, whoa, did somebody who's ace design this for Milford? Or like, but what are the,
oh my God. Yeah, it actually is really, I just looked up the asex flag because I couldn't remember. Yeah,
it's like shockingly similar in
it's really close
tone, I guess, or the
right color palette.
Okay, but aside from that, so I guess like listeners can get the color scheme more or less from that, but explain to them what it looks like and what these elements are.
Oh boy, here we go. So imagine the flag of South Africa.
That's
That's
a
the
good
easiest way I
starting
could.
point. I was gonna say.
Yeah, it really it's kind of the flag of South Africa. Except the top is black, the bottom is silver, and the center where the Y would be is split in half. They're both white, but the center of it is purple, and that goes up to a wagon wheel, which is white with a purple outline, and then purple where the spokes are, and then it continues up into the fly area. I'm sorry for how complicated this is. And it kind of like spurs out with purple, and then there's a yellow goldish wheat.
Wheat.
Stalk.
Okay, that's what I assumed. Yeah. Okay.
They're farther south, so they're closer. They're not that far. They're not that far from here. They're about half an hour from Lincoln.
Okay.
Actually, I called them. I called the city council asking if I could buy one of their flags straight from them because I'd rather do that.
Yeah.
And now we don't have any of them. Come on, you have a beautiful state.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful city flag.
Yeah.
How are you not selling it to the people of Milford and the people really in greater eastern Nebraska that want it?
Well, that
Probably not that many of them though.
And what I'm seeing on there's like not a ton about it on Wiki, but a little. It has its own like little section. But it says Milford's one of only 11 cities in Nebraska to have an official flag. Obviously, we know Lincoln is one, Milford another. I couldn't tell you. I'm not sure. Omaha probably
has one.
But
I think Grand Island technically does, but it's not well known, and it's one of those like semi-official ones. I'm a terrible Nebraskan. I don't even remember. City. There we go. I have a Wikipedia page on one of my tabs. So let's see, Lincoln, and it just says Lincoln and Omaha.
Yeah.
What the hell? Well, there's more than that. I know there is. Obviously, there's more than that.
Yeah, there's there's 11, but that is wild that there's only 11 cities in Nebraska that do.
Yeah, and I believe most of them are eastern.
We okay, yeah, that makes sense too. I guess
because there's more population over here.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think Luke Schroer, I don't know if you saw his episode. I think he's in Nebraska. I think he's designed ones for a few places in Nebraska, but people need to get on that.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that. There you go, flag. No,
because like that honestly like kind of leaves the door wide open too. Like it doesn't. You're not like hamstrung as much by like what other cities in Nebraska have done because like it's clean slate almost. But
and it's one of those that. I think a little bit of it's because we have a lot of our small towns are like farming towns. And a lot of them are like, we really don't need one for 300 people and 700 cows.
Yeah. I mean, this is a town of 2,000, it looks like. So, yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a running joke with pretty much every Nebraskan that if you go to Cherry County, you'll see about twice as many cows as people. Because it's
that's how I picture all of Nebraska.
Cherry County is stereotypical Nebraska.
Okay,
it's pretty flat, rolling hills. It's sand hills up there. But the biggest town is Valentine, and it's like 600 people, 1,000 people.
Right.
It's small town. Where I'm actually going to go there in a couple months just because I haven't been to Cherry County yet. Yeah. But it's the biggest county as well out of our 93. It's what is it? It's like
I see it on the map.
Yeah, it's giant.
It looks like the size of 6 of your usual ones.
It's absolutely that one and Lincoln County are massive.
All right. Well, we are I keep telling people I'm going to get these episode times down, and then I keep having on guests that I could chat all day with. What is my problem?
You also have a lot of Midwestern guests on.
That'll do it. All right. So we are going to go ahead and take our first little ad break here. On the other side of it, we're going to start talking about what I teased up top, the collecting, like cataloging all this stuff. Evan's got some interesting ways to do it that are different than what I do, and he knows his way around making stuff for flags. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll talk about all that on the other side of this, so we will catch y'all then. All right, Vex heads, and we are back with part 2 with Evan Dunker and friend. Who's this little friend that we have here?
That's Tolkien, named after the author. He's one of my cats.
Hello, Tolkien.
He's my big kitty. Yeah.
He looks like he's very interested in what we're about to talk about, your flag collection. He's looking over there at him.
Yeah, he's staring. I have just off screen there. I have I could probably tilt it a little bit. I have a 3x5 or 4x6 Nebraska flag.
Okay. He's paying his respect.
Yeah, he's critiquing it and why it should be redesigned.
He's got notes, yeah. Don't we all?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the cat always notes.
Anyway, to fully get back into part 2 here. Like I said, we're going to be talking mostly about like collecting and storing. So first things first, I wanted to know, as far as your collection goes, we all have kind of different standards for like what makes the cut. Would we prefer this size over that one, etc., etc.? I was going to ask, like, where do you stand on that? Do you prefer desk flags, large flags, and just how do you decide what's worth collecting?
I think the vast majority of them I have are 3x5s, which I don't know what the metric conversion is. I'm sorry.
I think it's, what is it, 90 by 150?
It's something like that, yeah.
Yeah, 90 by 150 centimeters, I think. Yeah.
It's this size for any European viewers.
It's the size that you have seen behind me all the time and see behind him now.
Yeah. It's that size there.
So you're more So you're more like me, in that you prefer those. I assume for similar reasons. Well, actually, yeah. What are your reasons for kind of skewing that way?
They're easier to fly with my flagpole.
Yeah, I find like it's pretty much that simple, and it's like I don't want to speak for you, but for me, I like to display them outside to other people. I obviously like to. If I didn't like them inside, I wouldn't have this like just absolute shit show, for lack of a better word, of flags in my background here. But yeah, I think there's something about the bigger ones in that sense. But like, okay, so we got that. What do you skew toward as far as which flags to collect? Historical, I mean, I guess like Georgia State, but other than that.
Honestly, it's just a little bit of everything. I have everything from U.S. state flags to I have all the provincial flags of Canada, all the state flags of Australia, along with the 2 mainland territories. I'm working on getting the other ones, but I have all the way to that. From that to historical flags, I have all the Soviet SSR flags, just because I have. Let's see, what other ones do I have? I have a lot of other historic flags, Confederacy, just because I have Cherokee blood. So from what I can tell, my family fought with the Confederates, which I'm not completely proud of, but it's one of those like,
I live in Tennessee. There's a lot of, checkered history to that. That was a visual gag for the listeners. Just assume I did something really funny there.
It was the most funny ever.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. It's going to make the highlights. What was I going to say? So yeah, given all that, there's not really like political considerations or anything like that. Are there, because I honestly can't tell, are there design considerations? Do you collect ones that you like just really connect with the design of more than others? Or is it just like, I don't know, what's behind it for you?
Honestly, it's just whatever I feel like.
Okay, yeah.
It's one of those like I've told people I'll let them scroll through because have a Google Doc of every flag I have, just so it's easier for me when I'm going through.
Okay, yeah,
figuring
me
out
too.
where
And
it is, everything.
yeah.
Yeah, and I let people scroll through. I just let them know before I don't have any political affiliation with any of these flags. I just fly them for the historic value.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of them that's like I could very easily piss people off with flying. Like I have like the Soviet flags. A lot of more conservative people really don't like those. I have the Confederate flags. A lot of more left people do not like those. Like I'm all over the political spectrum with the flags I collect.
Yeah, I did think it was like interesting, like the ones that you gave me. So yeah, I know I've shouted it out on the show before, but you gave me the whole set of the Canadian, like provincial and territorial ones, and the national flag, of course. I think the like UK constituencies, the Northern Irish, or maybe not all the constituencies. I know I have the Northern Irish, or the one with the hand and St. Patrick's Cross.
Yeah, the Ulster band.
Yes, and the actual Irish, and I think the Scottish. I don't know, because I kind of took those and like put them in the coffee mug and like move things around.
Yeah.
But then,
see, I'm trying to remember. It was the regular Irish, the Northern Irish, and the Union Jack.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was. And then you gave me like the whole set of SSR flags, which like viewers and listeners have seen and heard about, I guess. But yeah. I was like a little surprised by that, to be honest, because I was like, yeah, this like guy in Nebraska who like I think is probably like more politically conservative than I am, just has not only has these, but like has them to give away, which I very much appreciate, by the way. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting. Like I always appreciate people who collect to collect, because I've got flags that I strongly disagree with the politics behind as well, including those Soviet flags. Like, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's more of a just fascination with, I guess, just history and design, really.
Yeah.
All right. So that's collecting. What about storing? Because I know you and I have very different methods for that. Yeah, mine I think you can see online and we'll talk a little bit about. But like, how do you store yours? I'm guessing it has something to do with the boxes behind you.
Yeah, these just do it in regular paper boxes like that. I have by poking. I have I have 8 of them there. Then I have the 9th one right here. This one I just have out because I'm doing a series right now. But once you open it, so I have the number spray painted on the front, on the top, and then it's sharpied on the actual front of it, so I'm able to see. And then I hot glued. I always do usually double corrugated. These are single corrugated cardboard.
Oh, okay.
I just divide it into 4 sections. So then on my Google Doc, then it has box 7, column 3. And I have them numbered in the same way. So I do first one's always by the number, then second, third, fourth. Just makes it easier. And I have all that actually on that iPad.
So what do you like? Because I also have a Google like Sheets, Google spreadsheet for it, for mine. And I have my categories that when I first started made a lot more sense than they do now, because as I collected more and more and more, I was like, all right, does this fit in historical? Does this fit in like, I don't know, just like various different, in your case, boxes. In my case, it's like little hooks I have where I hang them. But do you like, what are your categories like? Are they strictly like geographical or something different?
The way I have it, it's 2. It's alphabetic, and then on the Google Doc, I have it all color coded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have actually. Let me pull it up.
I've got mine color coded as well.
I'm gonna pull mine up as well on my phone just so I can remember. Okay, so it's dark red, like a blood red for historic. A yellow, kind of like a mustard yellow for disputed. So I have like Abkhazia, South Ossetia, Kosovo, Kurdistan. Yeah. Let's see. Light pretty much a UN blue for UN member states. darker blue for international members organizations, so like the African Union, the EU,
Oh, okay,
NATO,
yeah.
UN. Yeah. A very bright red for military, the current military, so like Air Force, ones like those. And then a dark, let's see, that's a light green for subnational, so state, Providence, Bundesländer for Germany, stuff like that. And then a very dark blue, or not, God, very dark green for cities.
Gotcha.
And I think I have another one on there as well. It's like dark, yeah, it's a darker blue. I have another one for UN observer states.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like a royal blue for observer states, which there's only 2.
Right, gotcha. I'm trying to bring mine. Yep. Okay, yeah. All right, I've got my Google Sheet thing brought up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was wondering like what your categories look like, because mine, okay, I will admit, like I did them geographically. I've got them like color coded as well, but I did them by what color that continent is on a Risk board because I grew up playing Risk. So like North America, that's a way to do it. North America's yellow, South is like red, or red, I think. Africa's orange, Europe is blue, Asia is green, and Australia or like Oceania is like purple. And then I did them so because like mine are on hooks, and I'll for the viewers and for the listeners, it'll be in the show notes, but I'll try and put a picture up here. But yeah, they're on hooks, kind of similar to Flags in Focus, like Terrace Peacock has. Mine aren't obviously all behind me; they're down in the basement, but they go like geographically west to east. Well, starting with the Americas, but then I have them like broken down by like the same one that has the Americas also has like state flags and city flags on that hook too. Yeah. So
I don't know if I could do it. Actually, give me a sec. I don't know as well. On yours, do you do that as well?
Oh no,
I have that on every single one of them. I have that, and I have the same on the bottom.
No, that's
it's something I do just because I have them folded in here. Yeah. That way, when I'm looking through, I can just go, "Oh, what's this one? Oh, Virginia."
Oh, so you don't want to play your own solo version of Fresh Flags every time you?
I do that enough with you.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't want to do that every time I'm in a rush and trying to find a certain flag.
Yeah.
And I think with a lot of, at least with some of the international ones, I actually then put in their language the national name.
Okay. Just on the, like, in Sharpie on the flag itself, or also in your list, like your Google?
Just on the flag.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I've written in every single script. I don't know how Arabic does it.
Oh, that one.
Arabic, Georgian, Armenian. Oh my God.
Yeah, I can do Cyrillic, but those
I did them. I did mine Cyrillic. Cyrillic was fun to write.
Cyrillic is fun to write, and mess around with on this board back here too. This nobody's pointed it out yet, but this says "fun with flags" just in Russian.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of Annie's idea, but I'm looking at, all right, I'm in my Google Doc now, and I'm looking at my categories, and I forgot that I had changed some of them up because, like, I'm sure you find this too, but the more you collect, the more you're like, well, these do all fit the same category, but I can't physically fit them all in the same place anymore, so I need to break that category in half. The funniest example of that in my list is I've got North America, South America, Africa, blah, 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 U.S. red states and U.S. blue states. And like, because I had too many states and I couldn't, like, I was like, well, how do I, like, east of the Mississippi, west of the Mississippi? That actually probably would have made sense.
Well, then you also get into with Louisiana and Minnesota being on the both sides.
Right.
So and then Minneapolis and St. Paul would be on opposite ones.
But you know, I've also walked myself into a similar corner of like, what if a red state goes blue? What if a blue state goes red? Like, you know, these are all static, I guess. Like,
Yeah,
things, but
it does change pretty much. A lot of them, well, some of them change every election. I mean, look at Georgia. It's changed the last 3 elections.
Yeah.
Or even Ohio and Iowa have changed since 2012.
Right. Yeah. Virginia. Well, yeah, Virginia less so.
Virginia,
now, but yeah.
Virginia kind of has with governor, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And but, even then, they just changed back.
I think the other kind of weird categories I have I have one that's just Scandinavian crosses. So if you're looking for Finland, it's not going to be in Europe or Northern Europe. It's not going to be in either of the Europe ones. It's going to be in that. But then I run into situations like, where do I put the Saar Protectorate? Which is a Scandinavian cross, but is also historical, which I have, that one too. I went with historical because I think it's like more that, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I really haven't run into that much. I have on some of them, like with really the main ones that are like that right now are Luhansk and Donetsk.
Yeah.
With the whole Russian-Ukraine thing. I don't know which one to put them in. I think right now I have them under historical because technically they are, but
they're not like
still.
Yeah,
they're not the official flags, but they're not. It's one of those like I don't. That's really the only one that I don't know which one to put it under.
Right. It's tricky.
Yeah, and with my OCD, it's one of those like I need the answer.
Yes. Yeah. It's good to talk with somebody else that has that issue. I suspect a lot of us do. I think my only other like really out there like kind of quote unquote wild one is I have one that is just the former USSR parentheses non-Baltic. So these are all like, if you're looking for well, shoot, I guess like Ukraine, it's under former USSR. I'm sure it doesn't want to be, but it's under that instead of Eastern Europe. So like, I don't know. Do your categories make more sense than mine?
Kind of. Mostly, I think a little bit of it's because I'm more logical with the way I think. Sorry.
No,
but I also realized
totally fair.
I have another one.
I have another
category that's like a skin-colored peach, and that's for my 2 Native American flags.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I have the Cherokee flag, and I actually just got the Muskegee flag.
I am familiar with that one, and I know the Cherokee one. For a minute, I thought you were going to say like Maine's 1901 flag and stuff.
Not yet.
New Jersey.
I'm going to get that one.
Yeah.
That one, I'm looking for one that I like the rendition of. It is more accurate to what it actually looked like.
Yeah.
Because that's like the one thing, that's my one gripe with collecting flags. They have to be as accurate as I can get them.
Yeah, I won't lie. I dig the older, or like the original, quote unquote, the original May 1901 design more so than a lot of the newer ones that have like a stylized tree and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because one of the important things about the May 1901 flag is those 3 roots that go into the bottom, into the ground, and like the modern ones just omit that completely.
Yeah, it just kind of chops it at the stump.
Yeah, the version I have, one of the versions I have is from Alan Hardy's Facebook group that like U.S. state flags, current, new, and or whatever, historic, new, and proposed. He had one from there that like, won whatever competition, and it's, as far as I can tell, as close to the original as I've seen out there. But anyway, okay. I know also that you've moved recently. From an apartment to a house, is that right?
Yes.
And so how, I guess, like, I'm looking at moving probably in the next couple of years as well. I'm curious, both for myself and for the listeners, like, how did the move go as far as flags?
Not terrible. It was one of those that, since it was during the off season for football and everything,
Yeah.
I have a bunch of flagpoles that I actually made. They're out of galvanized pipe. I think I have one. Yeah, I have one out right now. That it's actually it's this size of flag that I fly.
Okay.
On
So
those.
is that like a 2x3 foot?
Yeah, it's 2x3.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the
2x90
defurlers on them and everything.
Oh, nice.
They don't work.
Oh.
They rarely work because for some reason they work if you have them in the correct orientation, but I have the one on top upside down. And
Why?
somehow that creates enough friction
that
it just doesn't work.
I get what you mean. Like, you don't want them to. Yeah.
So I was able to move those shortly after the football season was over, in like March, April. I was able to bring them over here.
Yeah.
And then I was also able to erect the main flagpole, and then these boxes I just stuffed into my car and just drove over here. I think, just left them here, and I just kept one of them because I was still flying flags. I still had a couple series I was working on getting completed, so I just did that. And then the last flag I actually flew was my Cherokee flag. No, it was the UP flag. It was my Union Pacific flag.
Oh yeah, the one we.
That was the very last flag that flew at the apartment.
I got a picture.
That'd be very nice to do. First flag to fly there and last flag to fly there. Why not?
Yep.
So
the first flag I flew here was the cold beer flag. It's just like one that like a business would buy. It's like the same one as it looks like the Dutch flag, but it says like usually it says open. This one says cold beer, like. And I was like, and I got it at the same time as a bunch of actual and had real flags before that. But I was like, no, this one's gonna grace the pole first for whatever reason. But it does strike me that your storage method is a lot more conducive to moving than mine would be. But like I guess like the reason that I do mine the way I do, like iron them and then put them on hooks in groups on like carabiners, is so that like if I want to like grab one and fly it like right then, I can do it. It's already ironed and hanging up. Like, but I'm really considering kind of going back to your method for, I mean, like space saving and organization. Like, how easy for you is it to, if you want to fly X flag right now, what's like the time that's going to take you to get it up from having that idea to getting it onto a pole?
It's because all I have to do is I either do a fast walk or run into here, go to my iPad. I have it so that I don't need a passcode on it. It usually Google Docs is just open at all times to that document, so that I'm able just to scroll, because I know roughly where all of my flags are since they're alphabetized. Like, I know. So like, let's just say I want to do the flag of the old flag of Minnesota. I know. Okay, that'd be an M, so that'd be roughly box 5. So I scroll down to right around that area, then just slowly scroll. So I think probably about, getting the flag out and everything, probably about 5 minutes.
Okay. And like that's
3 to 5 minutes, somewhere around there. It's not terrible.
And do you then iron it and fly it, or do you like bother ironing or steaming? I guess some people do.
I just fly them.
You just fly.
They're going to get folded back up.
Yeah, I guess like that's what I'm the most curious about. Because like I like ironing flags. So maybe hey Tolkien. Forgot the name for a second. But like I like ironing flags. So you'd think maybe I would just store them the way you do and like be excited to iron them and get it out. But I don't know. I guess it just depends if you a lot of that just hinges on ironing. That's pretty much the main difference in our storage methods. Is the thinking of the end result of flying them. Or hanging them or whatever it may be. But Yeah, that definitely sounds a lot easier moving wise.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to start doing that. But do you have any trouble, like, when you get a bunch of new ones all at once, having to, like, reconfigure, re-alphabetize and stuff? Or am I just, like,
Yes.
making that harder in my head than it needs to be?
No, I have that happen about every about 40 flags or so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to, yeah, and it's a whole, it's like a 3-hour fiasco
That's
because then
what,
I have to take all the flags out in front of it, go have my Google Doc open on one of them, and make sure everything is correct. I have to label them all correctly. Make sure
yeah.
it's a whole
Yeah.
fiasco, and eventually then I realize, oh, I still don't have enough room, and then I have to go custom make another box.
Right. I find, yeah, I forgot you custom, like, you put in the dividers.
Mhm.
Yeah, I find that's, like, my biggest hang up. Like, my wife will attest that it hasn't stopped me from buying new flags, but it is, like, a little bit of a pain point when I get new ones to just be like, all right, I guess we got to do this now. But to the tune of, like, so many of my flags are just in the basement, uncategorized right now, and yeah, to my shame, I would say. But okay, cool. Last question. I was going to ask about, like, flag accessories, if you will, like things that aren't quite flags but kind of are. I don't know, postcards, coasters, things like that. Gotten any good ones of those recently?
I got some that you gave me.
Yeah. Oh, what? No way.
Yeah, I have those two, and then I have actually underneath my jack.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Chattanooga.
Yeah, I'll always be repping Chattanooga. I usually have I have a Americana area downstairs.
Okay,
So I have those on my 2 shelves I have.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was half.
Otherwise, yeah, I have the Lincoln City flag up there and a postcard that I got from the mayor's office.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was a really cool interaction I had with her. My cousin did the first pitch at our new, like, ball field thing here in town, and the mayor was there, and I went over to her. I was very happy with the way that the flag was redesigned, all that entire spiel.
Mm-hmm.
And her assistant came over, like, well, here's my card. You can contact us, and we'll get you some gifts. Like, we'll get you each a shirt. Like,
is that where this shirt came from?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that one I got downtown. No, the shirt that they gave me was more like the corporate one. It has the city logo on it. It says City of Lincoln.
Okay.
It's a very nice, soft shirt. And they gave me the postcard just off screen. I have one downstairs, a pin, a couple stickers, and thank you for contacting us type of thing.
Do you catalog your, like those things?
The
like
postcards
pens and postcards and, like, other kind of, like, flag related stuff. Yeah, I don't either.
I mostly just have those out and about. Just
I try and
in my area.
I was gonna say that's, like, as unorganized as I am in other things. Like, I'm less organized even in those. Like, I have some postcards here, but it's only because I left them there after my trip. Most of my stuff I do keep in this table that, like, viewers can usually, like, there's a little thing that pulls out of that table that is just lousy with flag stuff, and it's mostly little, like, accoutrements, magnets, postcards, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm similar in that I don't catalog them that heavily. But anyway, all right, cool. We've got to go ahead and take a quick break. We're going to get into part 3, which I'm excited about because you know a lot more about how to display and fix flags than I do. And I'd like to learn. So, viewers, listeners, stick with us. We will be right back after this very awkward outro. All right, Vexheads, we are back with part 3. And Evan, what was it you were saying over the break?
I have a little bit of a rebuttal for Anne. Just give me a sec. Go Big Red!
Go Big Red. All right, I think I mostly nailed that.
That looks pretty good, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, wow. Don't know how you changed that fast, but I love it.
It's Midwest magic.
It's that Midwest magic. This is oh my god. I'm pretty sure one of my neighbors has that same Huskers flag with the like cursive script on it.
Yeah, that's OG. That's my great grandma's old flag.
Right on. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So just a little rebuttal to Annie, Kansas Annie here. Any other things to say to Annie?
We made it to the Sweet 16 finally. You're not that special.
All right, I figured we'd get there. Okay.
Also, I have one last thing for Michigan fans. We owe 97.
Yeah. Yep. Take that, I guess, Wolverines. All right. Well, now that you're properly attired, we can get into the bulk of part 3 here, which is kind of just your what I like to call Vextracurriculars. Little things you do on the edges, on the oh god, now I can't think of the edge thing. On the edges of the flag world. Oh, there we go. Hat wise.
That's better. Yeah.
I know, like you've so for listeners and viewers, for background, like when I met up with Evan in what, like 2 years ago, 24,
something like that. Yeah,
whatever it was. Might have been like whenever. He gifted me with so much stuff that, like, you showed a couple of the things I gifted you with. It was not commensurate. You gave me way more stuff, but some of the things he gave me that I did mention were the little desk flags, but more importantly, like these holders for them, the little things to put them in and display them. So you make these. What else do you like also fix flags when they like fray or anything like that?
It depends how bad it is. If I catch it early on, where if it's just like the corner or something, I just take it over to my grandma's. She has a sewing machine. I'm able just to fold it back usually and sew it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if it's grommets, I have a regrommeting kit.
Oh, fun. Okay, what?
Yeah,
show
I'm
me.
able to
Show
regrommet
me.
and grommet flags.
No. Show me.
It's not terrible. Yeah,
because I have a grommet kit, but it's like how you would have done it in 1850 or something. It's
I have
by hand.
2 different sizes in here.
With the little wood block and everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my second wood block. The first one shattered.
I'm on. I think I might be on the 3rd at this point. I did a brief little video of it that I'll probably link to right here.
Yeah, and then this one actually, I destroyed the. Yeah, don't ask how it happened to the tin. Yeah, I just have. Oh my god!
Did you like try and grommet it on the 10 or something?
No, what happened? I didn't think I would need the tin, so I hammered it.
Yeah, and then you're like,
and then I ended up needing the tin.
In retrospect, I wish I.
Yeah, it's a cheap tin anyway. It's from Swiss Guard. I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah, whatever.
Wallet maybe.
But
yeah,
but so like
I have my mallet and hammer for that as well.
Yep. All the flagman's tools. So so when you make like ones like this, do you? I don't know, how much of this are you? What are you picking to do like the edges and stuff?
So that one in particular, I bought that one at Hobby Lobby. It was in a 2-pack, and then all I did is I just drilled the holes and just spray painted it.
So what was this originally supposed to be? Just like, I guess like something you could put like a trophy or something on, or like
yeah, it was like a pedestal of some sort. I don't remember what it was fully.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So is that like where you get most of these? Because like I have so many that I can't.
Those in particular, yes. Like the plain black ones, I get just stock 3/4 inch MDF from. Yeah, those. I get I just get 3/4 inch MDF usually from Menards or
from where?
Home Depot, Lowe's, something like that. I have one here as well.
Wait, what was the first?
I have my
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's my heritage. It's my heritage flags.
Oh, nice. Oh, right on.
Yeah. So yeah, I just
So not
actually I
mine.
did a terrible job on drilling this one, but yeah, I just drill the holes and just spray paint it black. MDF is great for spray painting it. It's it's one of my favorite things to do.
What'd you say, MDF?
MDF, yeah. It pretty much is just wood dust compressed with wood glue. It is terrible to breathe in.
Oh,
You're technically supposed to wear a mask when you're cutting it.
I can
I
imagine.
never do because I never remember. Probably because I breathed in too much MDF.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a self-fulfilling.
A lot. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there? I don't think there's. Oh, that the shelf actually. That's MDF as well. Yeah, underneath my my iPad.
So like,
Yeah.
MDF and a drill. Oh, what size? Just like what size drill bit are most desk flags? If you know off the top of your head.
Oh.
Or do you actually like?
I have a caliper that I measure the specific
Okay.
posts because they actually
like, I find most of my
they
desk flags
vary slightly.
Yeah, they do vary slightly. There is like
So
a
I just go
standard, I think. No pun intended.
Yeah, I think standard. Wait, actually, let me just look at this one. I should be able to. Oh, that's a
curious,
good fit.
I might do this like later today, literally.
Yeah, I think that's about a 3/16 bit. It's right. I think it's right around 3/16.
All right. Well, I guess so. Listeners, viewers, feel it out, figure it out.
Yeah. Calipers aren't that expensive. They're at most hardware stores. If you absolutely need to buy one, don't be ashamed. Battery powered ones are best with the digital screen because then you can actually they go down to the hundredths.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then you can just ask Siri or whatever AI you have, convert this into decimal or from decimal to fraction, and they will do it.
Yeah.
Didn't you take the closest drill bit?
Didn't you say so? You've got some flags like over. Let's see, to your left. That you said you sewed, I think. Before we started.
Let's see if I can. Yeah, it's.
I guess that's kind of what I was getting at too. Like, not just sewing to repair, but sewing to create too. Like, walk me through, especially the Luhansk one, because like that's got to be like a difficult blue to get. Well,
it wasn't terrible.
I guess
actually.
covered in black, but not too bad.
There you go.
Mostly, I just wanted you to move the camera so that the flag for content was no. That's not why.
I mean, I've gotten that before.
I forgot it was there actually, but yeah. So, but okay, so walk me through that.
So yeah, well, I can just do a Luhansk one. So yeah, that's just extra material that I had because I actually sewed like full 3x5 Luhansk and Donetsk flags.
Oh, okay.
And I just had enough extra that I just made those two. But yeah, it's pretty much I just fold the seams in the center, like between the colors. I just fold. So I folded them and then I folded them again, so they're kind of like key locked like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then sewed one on top, one on bottom, roughly. And then I just sewed after I got that done. I just sewed the white on it, and then just grommeted them.
Okay, so the header, that's obviously a different material. What kind of material and like where do you get that?
I think actually it's the same. I think all of
is it?
I think it was cotton.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, I think most of it was cotton. I just got it at a regular fabric store.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I guess like the headers have always felt. I mean, I guess it depends on the company, like the brand too, but I've always felt like a different like kind of material to me. Like this one, I can't tell. Maybe it's just because it's doubled over on itself that it feels like so much thicker. But so if I were to just get like, black, blue, red fabric and white fabric and a sewing machine, of course, I could do that myself. I could replicate that.
Oh yeah.
And if I had like more skills.
Yeah, I think I have one actually over here. Give me
you said to that too easily, but
yeah, it's not. Honestly, it's not. This one was the most difficult one I did. It was my God, I can't believe I'm actually going to be showing this on air. It's my first flag I ever sewed.
Okay. Well,
it's a redesigned flag for the state of Nebraska.
That's what the people want to
in
see.
the style of Saskatchewan.
Yo, dude,
Yeah.
that's like.
So up here, it's a corn cob. And then over on the fly, it's supposed to be, what is that? It's goldenrod.
Okay, yeah.
It's our state flower. So yeah, and I did the blue for the sky, the green for the fields. So yeah, that was the first flag I ever sewed. It didn't go as well as I thought it would.
Yeah, but it's the first. I mean, yeah. I've never sewn a flag in my life, and honestly, part of like why I wanted to talk to you was a lot of it was that. I mean, like, one, to kind of figure out this friggin' like collection cataloging sorting thing, but two, I'm so interested in the making side of things, but I have like no experience in that. I've hand sewn on patches, but I haven't done like a machine and everything.
Yeah.
So like, what's oh my god, like what's something like, what are some tips you would give a beginner like myself? I've got a sewing machine. I've got access to fabric. I guess, like, yeah, any advice? Like, start with a tricolor or a triband?
Honestly, that would be, start simple.
If you do, if you do, so like for that Nebraska redesign you did you hand sew on the patch? Or nope. Okay. That was a machine.
Yeah, I machined that one with zigzag. I actually,
right. I always forget how much that matters too.
I did that one. What year was that? That was junior year in high school. I did that one, or senior year in high school.
Dang.
But it was one of those that I was in home decor, and that was our final project. Was sew something you want.
Sew something you want.
So it was very vague.
Open ended.
Yeah. So I went up to my teacher, like, is it okay if I sew a flag since I'm into that? She's just like, sure, just don't make it political.
Right. She sees you with like a just red fabric, putting a white circle in the middle. She's like, no. No.
Oh, it's a high.
No, I know.
I start humming Erica.
Oh my god. Yeah, that'd be a problem.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I could see that from your teachers. Well, because like, I mean, it's kind of funny too, because like, I won't say even your teacher, but like, your teacher definitely knew that there was a risk of that getting political. Like,
oh yeah, she definitely knew.
You know, like, it just, that's flags inherently. Like, I doubt your teacher was a huge Vex head, but probably still was like, let's see where this is going. Is it going to be Huskers flag? Because that's one thing.
Yeah. It was one of those that I even bought. The way I did is I bought a while ago. I bought an old North Yemen flag that's sewed together, so I was able to actually use that to study how they stitched everything together.
Oh, that's smart.
For those, yeah. So I had that, and then I had the Saskatchewan flag, so I was able to go off of those two and kind of go, okay, how did they do this? Okay, that's how they did this design. That's how they sewed this together, and kind of reverse engineered it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. That one, I think that Nebraska flag, I think it took me like 4 weeks to sew, but it was like only like an hour and a half a day.
Only an hour and a half a day for 4 weeks.
Yeah, it was an hour and a half classes.
Oh, right. Yeah, in class. Yeah.
So yeah,
dang.
It was one of those. Yeah, I got it done somehow. I barely got it done, but I got it done. And there were hiccups. You buy more fabric than you think you need.
Okay.
That's for sure, because you will more than likely fuck up at least once. That's inevitable.
Yeah.
I mean, with those, you can't see it on camera, but there are parts that the sewing machine wasn't tensioned correctly.
Oh.
So the fabric pulled through the hole.
Okay, yeah.
A tiny bit, and there's little fuzzes of red on the blue or blue on the black.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say you might have
so.
to explain that to me like I'm 5. But yeah, that makes sense totally. Shoot, what was I gonna say? I was gonna ask. So like, actually, I guess I did already ask that, but like, you haven't had to do any like repairs, like whether it's one you made or not. Like, I, I have like a few that are like fraying that I don't know what to do with, and I was hoping you might.
If they're on the corners, you should. I usually just I did it with my Palestinian flag, actually in the same class at Lutheran high school.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, that was fun. That
Probably
was a
got
lot
some
of
looks.
explanation to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was I just brought it in. I was able to actually pretty much color match the original thread. I was able to seam rip it back a little bit, and then I was just able to fold it back under and just resew it, and then any threads that were from the flag that were like out, I just trimmed.
Okay. Easy enough.
Yeah, it's not terrible to do. I think I did it. Let's see if one of these has it. I think one of these actually. Give me one sec. One of these has it on one of the. Is it this one?
I don't know.
I can't remember. But there's one of them I have semi close that I have to actually do, I think, semi soon. But a lot of them I just re-grommet as well. Same thing. Just take the grommet out, put the grommet in.
Yeah. Right on.
Takes 30 seconds to a minute.
There's some of mine I almost feel like bad grommeting because I don't know, like there's some that I'm like, you're so perfect and I've had you forever and you've never had, like, the first France flag I ever got, I actually got it in Spain, but it was a trip that was like just after high school graduation, then this, and I somehow wasn't able to find a French flag or like a 3x5 anyway in France. But once I got to Spain, I found a place that just sold flags. And so I got Spain and France, but neither had grommets because like European flag, like, I don't know, they fly them differently or something. But and it felt so weird. This is probably like 2 years ago now, but grommeting a flag I got in 2006 that was just like so that it had always been like up in my room in college, and like since then, I don't know. It almost felt like sacrilegious, like hammering something into it. But at the same time, I was like, I do want to fly it, like. And I think I think what I ended up doing with the grommets around that one, I like kind of took a lighter and like burned a couple things like before I fully put the grommet in, which like kind of like served to seal it a little bit better around that. But anyway,
yeah, I've done. I don't know, have I all grommeted? I've grommeted, I think, all of my Soviet SSR flags. I grommeted myself. They're not as good as I wish they were.
Where'd you get them from that they weren't grommeted?
What was those? A to Z flag, I think.
Oh, okay.
AZ flag.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot. They have ones that are grommeted. Those were those I was cheap at the time, and I just bought the ungrommeted ones. Just went, I'll buy a grommet kit, and I'll grommet it myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I enjoy doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember at that time. Did I even have? I think that was after I think that's the reason my original block broke, was grommeting those.
Yeah.
So then with my mom's permission for the last one, I just used the coffee table.
And it turned out okay?
Yeah. And I just did the design. It's just a little circle on all 4 corners.
Oh.
I just did it. It was originally on one corner, and I just did it on the other 3 to match.
Right.
So it looked like it was actually a design that was originally on the coffee table.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then overlapped it with another one because I needed to do another one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, God. Now I really want to go grommet some flags now, but I don't know.
So do I.
I don't know, right? Like, just talking about it, I'm sure there are some other ones I have that need it, but I don't know. I'd be hard pressed.
There's a couple of them I could probably replace.
Yeah. Might do that like as soon as we wrap up here. Speaking of which, we probably should go ahead and wrap up here. Evan, it's been great chatting with you. Viewers and listeners won't know this, but we've been chatting for about 3 hours at this point. Some of which was not recorded. But for the patrons, a little bit of the off-air stuff will make it into that. So go check out the Patreon if you want a little bit more of this and every episode, pretty much. I don't know why I'm doing my plugs first. I usually let you do that. But, so Evan, anyway, where can folks find you, follow you, all that good stuff?
Really, the only one I'm on, and I'm really bad at posting on Instagram, but I'm on
too.
there about once a year, twice a year. I usually post on the 4th of July. That's about it.
I've noted.
But if you want to request, I have my account privated just for certain reasons.
Oh, okay, right.
But yeah.
Gotcha.
If you want to follow me, it's you probably know it better since you have to type it all the time. I think
it's at EvanD823.
That, yeah. Like, I don't know my handle because I never plug myself.
Yeah, well,
I'm terrible at it.
It's also flattering that I know it because that means you get it right a lot of the time during Fresh Flags.
Yeah.
Because I'm, like to the point where I just like @EV and it like fills it. It's like, yeah, we know who you're, we know who you're tagging. Well, all right, man. Yeah.
Oh, you got another one correct. Great.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can find and follow Evan there with request. And you can find him showing up on pretty much every answer sheet for Fresh Flags, our Instagram game. So go check that out if you haven't. Speaking of that, I am everywhere on social media at Flagged4Content, for like the number. There's a link tree, which is linktree.com/flaggedforcontent, spelled out because, you know, consistency. And that's got pretty much everything you would need, including our Discord link, which is where we all hang out and chat about stuff in the times where we're not shooting episodes. I don't know. I kind of lost the thread there. Anyway, Evan, this has been great. I feel like it's time to close out, but I don't really have a way to do that. Is there any way you could maybe help me with this?
All right, let's see. I got one.
Okay.
You've been flagged and go Big Red.
Go Big Red. I hope I got the cadence even kind of right.
It was close enough.
All right, I'll take it. Well, Vexheads, we will catch y'all on the fly side. Y'all take care. All right. We got it. Flag for Content is proud to be sponsored by Flags for Good. Go to flagsforgood.com for more information. Flag for Content is hosted, produced, edited, occasionally written, and always nitpicked over by me, Andy Richardson. Catch y'all on the fly side, Vexheads.